In 1978, a maverick director from San Francisco took a bold leap into the world of mature entertainment, crafting a film that blended comedy, drama, and a touch of the absurd into a cultural touchstone of the Golden Age. The result was a movie that still sparks conversation for its audacity and charm. Released in 1978, Pretty Peaches fused genre storytelling with a playful, almost slapstick energy, becoming one of the era's most memorable cinematic experiments. Alex de Renzy, a filmmaker with a knack for pushing boundaries, set out to create something that stood apart from the short, gritty loops that dominated adult theaters. He wanted a feature-length film with a real story, vibrant visuals, and a leading lady who could carry the whole production. Enter Desireé Cousteau, the star who would bring Peaches to life. Desireé Cousteau was a rising talent when she landed the role of Peaches, a carefree, slightly ditzy young woman whose misadventures drive the film's wild narrative. Cousteau, already making waves in the industry, answered a casting call and quickly won over de Renzy with her natural charisma and comedic timing. She had a fresh-faced charm that made her perfect for the role, and her performance would earn her the Adult Film Association of America Best Actress Award in 1978. Cousteau negotiated a solid deal for the film. Shot on 35mm film in and around San Francisco, Pretty Peaches was a visual departure from the norm. The production made use of colorful locations, from a dusty Nevada saloon to a gas station just half a mile from de Renzy's home in Novato, California. The wedding scene, set in Virginia City's historic Silver Queen Saloon, added a quirky Western vibe, complete with period costumes and a lively atmosphere. Interiors were often filmed in practical locations, like the Paramount Theater in Oakland for a particularly memorable scene involving a doctor's office. The film's aesthetic was bright and playful, with dynamic camera work and well-lit sets that gave it a polished, almost mainstream feel. De Renzy's direction leaned into the absurdity, using exaggerated visuals and a tongue-in-cheek tone to keep the audience engaged. The story itself was inspired by literary roots, drawing loosely from Terry Southern and Mason Hoffenberg's novel Candy, which itself echoed Voltaire's Candide. There was no traditional screenplay, just a loose outline that allowed de Renzy and his cast to improvise and experiment on set. The plot follows Peaches, a naive young woman who, after attending her father's wedding, crashes her Jeep in the forest and wakes up with amnesia. Two opportunistic men find her and plan to ransom her back to her family. What follows is a series of comedic and bizarre encounters as Peaches stumbles through a world of odd characters, including a shady doctor with unconventional methods and a sleazy show promoter. The narrative is less about a tight plot and more about a whirlwind of chaotic, humorous situations, all anchored by Cousteau's endearing performance. The cast was a who's who of the era's talent. John Leslie played Peaches' father, Hugh, bringing a rugged charm to the role, while Juliet Anderson made her screen debut as the maid, adding a sharp edge to the ensemble. Joey Silvera and Paul Thomas rounded out the supporting players, each delivering memorable moments in the film's zany set pieces. The production was a true community effort, with local crew members and freelancers pitching in, many unaware they were working on what would become a classic. De Renzy himself was hands-on, directing, producing, and shaping the film's distinctive style, often calling shots on the fly in true guerrilla filmmaking fashion. When Pretty Peaches premiered, it hit like a lightning bolt. The film's mix of humor, bold visuals, and Cousteau's star power made it an instant sensation. It raked in significant box office returns and became a defining work of the Golden Age, celebrated for its creativity and irreverence. The media buzz only amplified its success, with audiences drawn to its unique blend of comedy and boundary-pushing content. Cousteau's performance turned her into a household name in the industry, and she went on to star in other notable projects, cementing her status as a leading figure of the era. The legacy of Pretty Peaches is as colorful as the film itself. To some, it's a hilarious time capsule of a bygone era, a testament to when mature films aimed for artistic flair. To others, it's a controversial relic, its provocative elements sparking debate about tone and taste. For fans, it remains a beloved classic, with Cousteau's Peaches as an iconic character who embodies the era's free-spirited ethos. The film's influence can be seen in its two sequels, Pretty Peaches 2 in 1987 and Pretty Peaches 3. The Quest in 1991, both directed by de Renzy but featuring new actresses in the title role. Ultimately, Pretty Peaches broke the mold, proving that mature entertainment could be bold, funny, and unforgettable, a true standout of the golden age.